Hi guys, welcome back again to another video. If you're new here, hello and welcome. Today's video we are going to talk about how you can start your own skincare brand, and at the end of the video I'm going to be sharing with you guys some popular skincare manufacturer that you can use for your brand. So with all that being said, let's dive into today's video. So the number one thing that you're going to do with skincare or any other business is to do your research. You want to make sure you understand the market, you know the market that you're going into, who you're going to sell to, what you're going to sell, and who your competitors are going to be. So it is very important for you to do your research. After you have done your research, then you're going to find who your targeted audience are going to be, or your target market. Are you going to be selling to the aging market? Are you going to be selling to the acne market? Are you going to be selling to the organic market? So you want to figure out who your target market or target audience is. That is the number one thing that you need to do. Now let's get to the brand. You need to develop a unique brand. How are you going to develop a unique brand? You want to create the name of the brand. You want to create the logo. Of course, you know now who your targeted audience are. But when you're doing the naming, the logo, any other thing that involve in creating the unique brand, you want to make sure it is aligned with who your target market or target audience are going to be. So if you're going to target the acne market, you want to make sure the name, the logo, creating this unique brand is aligned to your target audience. So after that, you want to make sure you define the brand value. What is your brand value? Why did you even start the brand in the first place? It is very important. After you have defined your brand value, then it takes me to the next step, where your brand story. A lot of this big brand that you see today, there's a story behind the brand. And one thing I have learned when it comes to any business, your story is very important, because you want to make sure your customer are emotionally connecting to that story. You see Rhea Beauty, like Selena Gomez is superb. Like, I don't know what word to use. Like, when she first came out with Rhea Beauty and they asked her, why did you create this brand? There's already so many cosmetic brands in the industry. And she said she wants everybody to feel like they are beautiful, like regardless of how you look, like your disability, regardless of your mental problem, regardless of what society consider beauty, you are still a real person. Nobody is ever going to be you. You are the only, for example, I'm the only Matilda. Like, there are different Matilda, but my version of Matilda is always going to be the only Matilda. Nobody can be me. Nobody will ever walk the path I have walked to come to where I am, which makes me Rhea. And that is why I love the brand Rhea Beauty. And a lot of people like connected to that, like people with mental problem, people with disability, people that are always constantly questioning themselves, like, are they beautiful? So that is why Rhea Beauty is a huge thing, because a lot of people connect to the brand emotionally, and they can see themselves, they can relate that whatever they are going through, they are not alone, because this brand is representing them, and I love that. So you want to make sure your story, your customer can emotionally connect to your brand story. It is very important. That is why I said, make sure when you're naming the brand, when you're doing your logo, when you're doing anything, it aligned with your brand, also the value and also the story behind your brand. So the next thing you're going to do is formulate the product that you are going to sell. So as I told you earlier, I told you to define or find who your target audience are going to be, who you're going to cater for. Now you need to formulate the product. So are you going to be selling just cleanser? Are you going to be selling eye cream? Are you going to be selling face cream? Are you going to be selling body lotion? Like, you know, you want to know what you're going to sell, or what product you're going to formulate that you want to sell to your targeted audience. So when I mean formulate, are you going to create the product from scratch? Are you going to buy already made product? Are you going to just do white labeling? All that comes under formulating the product that you want to sell. And if you're going to create your product or you're going to formulate a particular product, you want to make sure you do research. There are a lot of risk factor when it comes to you formulating your own product. The skincare industry have a lot of rules. You don't want to formulate a product and when somebody uses it, they get a bad reaction, their pimples go bad. I've seen a lot of story on the internet. I've seen a lot of brand being sued. Are you sure you want to formulate a product? Do you understand? Like, especially when you're starting as a small brand, I think it's not the best choice if you're starting from scratch. If you know what you are doing and you understand, or maybe you work in a lab or you are a dermatologist, that is different. But if you're just someone that's trying to start a business and you love skincare, do you want to formulate a product? Think about it, question yourself, how are you going to do that, and how is this product? Are you going to be able to have the money for people to test this product? Are you going to be able to pay dermatologists, a lot of them, to try this product before you put it in the market? Because you don't want, after spending so much money, so much time, and when it comes to formulating a product, it takes years, and then as soon as you put the product out there and you start getting bad review with all the investments, with all the time, with all the resources. If you're starting out, I would always advise for you to start with white labeling, where the product has already been formulated. All you're going to do is do the packaging or do your logo, so when people see that particular product, they know it's from this skincare brand. It doesn't have to be a brand new formulated product. You can just buy from manufacturers that do pre-formulated product, and then you can just put them into your packaging. So if you're going to be selling serum, if you're going to be selling face cream, if you're going to be selling face cleanser, make sure you look for a vendor or manufacturer that do offer pre-formulated product, and then you can send them your packaging, or they can create a packaging for you and you can start selling. Which lead me to the next step, which is finding a reliable manufacturer. And when it comes to the skincare industry, it's not like you starting a hair business or you starting a clothing business, because with the skincare industry, they have different type of manufacturer and what they produce. So it's not like you starting a hair brand where you just reach out to the vendor and tomorrow, boom, they can ship out the product, or you're starting a clothing line and you go to the website, select what you want to start selling, and then they can ship it out to you. It's different when it comes to the... My camera just went off. Anyway, as I was saying, this is not you starting a hair brand or a clothing brand where you just reach out to the vendor or reach out to the manufacturer and tell them you want this brand or you want this clothing, and they will select them for you and send it to you and you can start selling. With skincare brand, they have different type of manufacturer, and I'm going to name them for you right now. So with the skincare industry, as I mentioned, they have different type of manufacturer. They have contract manufacturers, they have private label manufacturers, and they also have custom formulated manufacturer. So when it comes to the contract manufacturer, they provide formulated product and packaging service. When it comes to the private label manufacturer, they offer pre-formulated product already, as I already told you guys. So you're just gonna do like the packaging and all of that, which we call white labeling. And when it comes to the custom formulated manufacturer, they are specialized in creating a unique formula that is just for your brand. So you're not going to see it anywhere. It's specifically made for your brand, and then you can start selling. So that is the different type of manufacturer when it comes to the skincare brand. And then the next thing is for you to comply with the skincare regulation. I said that earlier, when it comes to the skincare industry, there are rules that you need to obey. There are rules and regulation that you need to comply with, and if you don't comply with that, your skincare brand is not going to go further. There's possibility that the government might just cancel it, because some of the product need to be tested. But if you're using already pre-formulated product, they have already been tested. They tested it already before they start selling it to you, before you start selling it to your customer. The next thing that you're going to do is your packaging and branding. As I always say, your packaging is another form of advertisement. It is very important for you to create a unique branding, and also whilst you're doing that, make sure it is aligned with your business. I always keep going back to the alignment of anything that you're going to do, because it is important for you to make sure everything with your brand all align together, which is going to make your brand a unique brand from your competitors. The next thing that we're going to do after the packaging is to create an online presence. So you're going to make use of all social media platforms: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. What's the new one called? Thread, I believe. Your website host, you can choose from Big Cartel, Squire Online. They have Shopify and so much more. And then after you have done that, you have opened your social media platform, you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, you are going to be posting video, you're going to be giving tips, you know, how to look after your skin, what to do at night, how to use eye cream, how to apply your skincare product. That is going to help, you know, build trust with you and your customer or potential customer. And make sure whilst you're doing that, if they're asking questions, you're replying on time, you're responding to email, because it's going to build trust. After that, this lead me to the number 8 thing that you need to do, which is the marketing side. So nowadays a lot of brands use influencers, so you're going to look for influencer, as I said earlier, that is aligned to your brand. Is very, very important. So you can look for like a beauty influencer or a lifestyle influencer, and they can promote your product for you. So you can offer them a free product in exchange for them to share like a review on their page. Or if you can afford it, you can look for like a bigger influencer that you know their audience are always buying product that she or he recommend, and pay them so they can promote your product for you. Now I'm going to mention the vendors to you guys. These are very popular vendors. Make sure when you're using any of this vendor, you have done your own research and also they are aligned with whatever product you're going to sell. So the number one vendor I'm going to mention is called Cosmetic Solution. So they offer contract manufacturing service for skincare products, including formulation. So they can create whatever ingredient or recipe you have put together for your skincare brand. They can create it for you, and they can also do, of course, the production, as I said, and they can do the packaging. The next one is called Nutrix. So Nutrix is a contract manufacturer as well, and they do skincare products, they do formulation, they do packaging and more, they do labeling, etc, etc. The next one is called Rain Shadow Labs. So Rain Shadow Labs offer private label manufacturing service for skincare products, allowing you to customize. They are pre-formulated. With this one, the product has already been pre-formulated. You are going to do white labeling. They're going to do packaging and branding for you, and you can start selling, so you don't have to worry about formulating your own product. When it comes to the regulation, there are some areas that you don't have to worry about, because you're buying a pre-formulated product which has already been tested before you go and purchase it. And then the next vendor I'm going to mention, or manufacturer, they are called Essence Wholesale and Lab. So Essence Wholesale and Lab provide private label and contract manufacturing service for skincare products. The next one is Formula Crop. So Formula Crop is a custom formulation manufacturer that is specialized in creating unique skincare formulation tailored only to your brand. So with this one, they can create a skincare product for your brand only. The formulation is only going to be for your brand. It's not going to be all over the place. It's specifically for you. And I'll leave the name on the screen of all these vendors or manufacturer, and I'll also leave their links down below in case if you want to check them out. So the next one I'm going to mention, they are called Pravada Private Label. So Pravada Private Label provide private labeling manufacturing service for skincare products, offering a range of pre-formulated products that can be customized with your branding. So already pre-formulated, they're just going to do your branding, your logo, your packaging, and put their product inside. Lastly, this one is called Manfield. So Manfield offer contract manufacturing and private label service for skincare products, providing formulation, production, and packaging solution. And I'll leave their link down below. So remember, when it comes to starting a skincare brand, you have to have patience, consistency and dedication. It is very, very important. And also make sure you differentiate your brand from your competitors, so make sure your quality and your branding is very, very unique. So I'm going to leave you guys here. As you can see, they are buzzing my phone out, and I'll catch up with you guys later. If you have any question, please feel free to leave it down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you share this if you think someone might need it. As I always say, sharing is caring. See you later and have a lovely Sunday. Bye.